Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Date in a Blink, where we're hosting Arthur and Loreen for a Blink date. What is Date in a Blink, you ask? It's a 10-minute, audio-only, blind speed date experience. It's also a bit of a social experiment designed to move people beyond looks-based assumptions, curated profiles, and marathon messaging.
We at The Blink Date want dating to be fun and inspiring for blinkers and hope this podcast inspires you to try new ways of meeting people and dating. Will our hand-picked matches find love on these Blink dates? Or will they say goodbye to each other after 10 minutes and never look back?
If you're new here, we're so happy you could join us. If you're a regular, we're so glad you've returned. Before we jump into today's Blink date, here's a quick word from our sponsors. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain a bit. It's totally free, and Anchor will distribute the podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and lots of other podcasting platforms. Not only that, but it has creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also lets you make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make your podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. We're here on Date in a Blink today with Loreen and Arthur. I'm going to let you two dive in, but in case it's helpful to get the conversation started, I'm going to leave you with this question. Do you put your chips in a bowl or eat them from the bag?
Ooh, that's hard. It depends on the situation.
Yeah, if I'm going to share it with people, probably in a bowl, but otherwise, man, give me that bag.
For real, no one's looking. I'm eating it out of the bag.
Yeah, it's just me, my cat, and Netflix. All right, we're going to town.
Oh my gosh, you have a cat?
I do. Do you have any pets?
No, but I really, really, really want pets. I grew up with pets, but I haven't been able to really have any in my adulthood, so it's been hard.
No way. Did you have a dog or a cat growing up?
Both.
Ooh, awesome.
I love cats though, like they're my people, so that's what I would get first.
Yeah. So when COVID hit last year, I got a kitten that was 4 months old. And she's the cutest little thing ever. Like, she'll snuggle up with you. But what's funny is I'm actually more of a dog person. I grew up with a corgi.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love corgis so much.
Aren't they the best? They're so cute. Like the stumpy
Short
little legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, big old floppy ears. Like, it's so cute. Well, they're not floppy, they're pointy, but oh god, they're so adorable.
Well, what made you get a cat this time?
It's just less work. Like, a dog is like, you gotta take it out every couple of hours, and cats are like, hey, here's a box to poop in. Anything else you need?
That's about right, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So,
and I feel like they don't get in your personal space as much unexpectedly.
No, I mean, sometimes they do. Like, my cat is totally like a super affectionate, like, she'll just jump on my shoulder and stuff. I know, it's adorable, but yeah, she's nuts about it. But I could talk about my cat for freaking days, but I would love to learn more about you. Like, what do you crap.
Good transition.
Yeah, nailed it. All right, count it. What do you I don't know, what gets you up in the morning?
Right now, my existential dread, but I love to learn and I love to read and things like that. And I had a career. I'm a sound engineer, and that's kind of like what drove me every day is love for I love sound. I love music. I'm a highly technical person. So like, I love to be busy and have my brain working or do something, be hiking. So, like when I get up in the morning right now, I kind of get up and contemplate what's going to be my next step. Actually, I was talking to Tolly beforehand. I'm in Florida right now, trying to figure out what I'm going to do, looking at schools and things like that, because I want to go into the space industry. So.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, so I actually went to school for music. I got my bachelor's in music ed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I kind of didn't do music for a while, but I actually got into producing and DJing as my COVID project as of last year. So I know a little bit. You're probably like way more technical than I am, but yeah, I DJ and I produce, and I'm a software engineer now, so I'm technical too. Yay!
Oh wow! And you have a lot of different jobs that you've done there. I see, much like myself.
Yep, floated around and a bunch of crazy stuff. But yeah, I'm in California and I work in tech now, which is great, but it like kind of affords me like a good work life balance to pursue music and making music and all that. So it's super fun. I really happy with where my life is right now.
Do you like software engineering? Coming from like a music background, do you like it?
Oh my god, yeah. It's so much fun. Like it sounds like really boring, like, oh, you're just shoving in numbers into more numbers, but it's actually really creative, surprisingly, and it goes oddly well with music. Like it fits kind of weirdly well with music theory in a weird way. Kind of hard to explain with words, but yeah, it's fun. So tell me about your sound engineering. That sounds awesome.
Um, oh my gosh, it's always so weird to like talk about it. I started doing this when I was like 16. It feels like I'm bragging because I've been doing it for so long. I've been doing this for like 15 years. I started when I was 16 years old. I started touring the world when I was 25, and I was on the road last year. Well, in 2019, sorry, I keep forgetting we lost a year. 2019, I was on the road with Lizzo, and before that, I was on the road with Michael Bolton as a monitor engineer.
Oh, that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, so I build like if you don't know what I do, like when you go to a concert, there's two engineers. There's one out front that he's doing what you hear in the audience, and I was the person on stage doing what the artist hears. That's what a monitor engineer is.
Oh,
Um,
awesome.
yeah, I realize that people like I say this because I've been doing it my whole life, but like much like I'm sure you have software engineering things where like you start talking about it and people like glass over. I forget that people don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well,
uh,
I totally understand. Like now that I've been doing like more DJing and like audio setup and like routing stuff, I have a genuine interest in all of that. So like, talk nerdy to me all you want about that.
oh, oh my God, don't because I can go deep.
Yeah.
Careful what you wish for. Um, what do you like to do? Like, what are your hobbies outside of work? Like, do you like to hike or be outside? What's your game?
Yeah, so me and a couple of friends, we go camping like every season. So yeah, we'll like go camping in the winter time too. But yeah, we have campouts, and I do enjoy hiking quite a bit. And sightseeing in general. I love being outdoors. Like some of the places that we'll go camping like in Joshua Tree or the Mojave Desert.
Ooh.
And yeah, it's fun. So we'll do some camping, but also we're kind of nerds, so we'll bring our big sound system out and we'll just blast music in the middle of nowhere. So that's fun too.
Oh, tell me more.
Oh, oh, this works out great. Yeah. So we have like, so when COVID hit, a bunch of us pulled our money together, or some of my friends pulled their money together, and they ended up buying like a huge sound system at police auctions. Like I don't know how many watts. I think it's like 50,000 watts, and it's got some two big subs and some speakers we hang on tripods. And we pull it out, we run it through we power it through a generator, and then we just have like a really big sound system that just blasts out music. And we go camping because the only place we'll get not arrested is out in the middle of nowhere.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really fun. We actually just had a camp out like 2-3 weeks ago. It was fun. We we went we cranked it up pretty loud.
I miss loud music so bad.
Oh yeah. What are some artists you really like listening to?
I have a wandering ear across many, many different genres. So like right now I am listening to Pink. She's one of my favorite artists in the whole world. I'm back in like the growing up days of like Family Portrait and stuff like that.
Nice.
Um, and then I'm also kind of like a hard rocker a little bit. Like I enjoy rock. I grew up listening to like Linkin Park and stuff like that. So um, but I also listen to everything. Like I love reggae and R&B. I got a little bit of rap in me. I feel like because I'm a sound engineer, I kind of have to listen to everything to always know what things need to sound like for my job. So I kind of have always listened to everything.
Awesome. Totally makes sense.
What about you? What's your favorite? What do you like to listen to? What music? What if you were to go to a concert, what would be the concert? Like when we come back from COVID, what concert would you go to? What is the first one that you want to do?
Oh man, I would go to a Virtual Riot concert. Like,
Oh,
I love Virtual Riot and just EDM in general, but I'd say like the harder electro house stuff is really my jam. I do enjoy reggae, I do enjoy R&B and hip hop, but if like one genre had to like take my heart, it would have to be like really hard electronic music, like electro house or bass house. A little bit of trap is okay, but I really like electro house, like club music.
wow, I don't know if I've ever met like a hardcore EDM fan.
Yeah, me and all my friends are that way. We love that stuff to death.
I'm always working your concerts, so.
I'm sure you're sick of it then.
Well, I mean, I get it. I understand it. I completely understand the genre of music, but just because I've done so many of those events, I don't listen to it that often.
Oh yeah, I can understand that for sure.
It's kind of like, I love Lizzo to death. I toured with Lizzo, but I also listened to her songs like 150 million times. And like, I love her music. She's an incredibly good musician, but you're just not going to catch me putting on that specific album that we toured with, you know?
Oh yeah, I mean, you're listening to it all friggin' day. Like, come on.
I got to call it quits at some point, so.
For sure.
At this point in the date, I jumped in to let them know that their date had ended and let them say their farewells. Thank heavens for that mute button, because I burst out laughing a few times during this date. Loreen, you are not alone with that existential dread. This date was so much fun to listen to. I loved hearing them nerd out about all things music and sound. Do you think the shared interest in cats, music, and outdoor adventures was enough for Arthur and Loreen to want to continue the conversation? Tune in to the end of the season to see how things panned out. That's all we've got for you today. Shoot us a message on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook at theblinkdate or at Date in a Blink to let us know what you think. If you want to sign up to participate in Date in a Blink, visit our website at www.theblinkdate.com. In the meantime, thanks for joining us for this episode. We hope you enjoyed listening and look forward to talking with you again next time.